What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh. Welcome back to another Pokemon video. So today I'm gonna do something a little different. We're gonna do a tier list video. It's mainly the reason is I've done a lot of the VGC climb stuff recently. I wanted to do something different. However, if you're unaware, today we got news that Pokemon Showdown's just down. Like, I was gonna hop in and do like a moveset guide or like talk about something in the meta right now, but yeah, it's down. They said it's going to be down for a couple days, which is absolutely devastating for all us competitive players out there. It's actually crazy when something like this just goes offline. Like, it's wild right now. I didn't know what to do with my day, but we're going to do this, and I've done tier lists in the past of starter Pokemon. However, you know, now we have Gen 9, and I haven't ranked these particular Pokemon. But also, I've never done one that includes everything, like all of the evolution. So I think this is going to be fun, because I definitely think that some get worse as they evolve and some get better as they evolve. So I'm excited to do it. But if this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more videos like this in the future, and also leave a comment below. What is your favorite starter from every region? List them. I want to read them. I'm very curious. So let's get into it. We can start with Gen 1. So Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. I don't think any of these are F. I don't think there's an F tier. The only F tier Pokemon that I'd consider is a little farther down on the list, but I don't think there's an F tier. But there's definitely some weak ones for sure. So Bulbasaur, I think all of the Gen 1 stuff are A. At least for Bulbasaur's line. Actually, all of them might just be A. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like, it's a very solid line. Very solid, all of them. I'm going to say Gen 1 is just all straight out. Yeah. Okay. This makes sense. I mean, they're all so good. Venusaur's great. Charizard's great. Blastoise is great. I think everybody just has so much nostalgia for these Pokemon anyways. But, I mean, they're just classics. They're classics. I mean, I used all of them in Sword and Shield VGC. Obviously, we don't have access to them in Scarlet and Violet VGC. They're just fun Pokemon. So I definitely think that I can put them all here very comfortably. Now it's gonna get more into my opinions, because I mean, this is just like, I think this is just a solidified fact, right? Actually, Charizard goes S. I think that's the only one that goes S out of that list. Yeah. I feel solid with that. Charizard's my favorite, so definitely goes there. Chikorita, I think, is a solid B. I think it's a B. I think that the same can be said for Bayleaf. I really like Meganium. I'm going to put it in A tier. I think it's really good. So that's just where it's going for me. Cyndaquil is a C tier. I'm not a big Cyndaquil person, but I do like Quilava for some reason. Quilava just looks cool. Only when it has all the fire, it looks cool. Hisuian Typhlosion C. I'm not big on it. I mean, it's fine. I get it. You know, you got a fire ghost type. It's fine. No issues. Typhlosion, I'm gonna have to say, is a B. It's a B. I wanted to put it lower. I can't put it lower. Totodile goes right up here. Crocodile is kind of like a mid design. I'm not big, but Totodile I love. For Alligator's definitely an A tier. I love Alligator. I think Treecko is an A tier design. I think there's a lot of A tier starter Pokemon, as you can already see. Treecko is A. I think Grovyle. No, I'm gonna put Grovyle A. Sceptile is probably an S tier. It just looks fantastic. It's awesome. All of the Torchic line. I want Torchic down here. All of the Torchic line goes right here. Mudkip is a B tier design. Marshtomp is also a B tier, and Swampert is also a B tier. I'm not a big Swampert person. It's fine. It's a good Pokemon. I like Swampert. Don't get it twisted. It's mid. Turtwig, A in my opinion. Grotle is not good. It's not a great design. But Torterra, I'm torn, because I personally love this Pokemon and I really want to put it at the S. I'm gonna put it at the S tier. It's my list. I like Torterra. Torterra's great. Chimchar, Monferno's like a C. It's not good, but Infernape's a great design. Piplup, awesome. Prinplup goes to B. Prinplup goes to B. It's not bad. It's not amazing. Monferno is just weak. Same with Groudle. They're just weak middle stages. Empoleon's A, though, without a doubt in my mind. Now we can start just trashing on some Pokemon. Now that we've gotten to Gen 5, we can absolutely start trashing on some Pokemon. I think this makes sense. I think a lot of people would probably agree. Maybe not with, like, Meganium's placement. Maybe not with Torterra's placement, but I feel like a lot of people would agree with a lot of the placements for these Pokemon. This could probably get a little more divisive depending on your love for Gen 5, Gen 6. But, like, yeah, it's like these, like, Snivy's mid. This is a D tier. This is also a D tier. Snivy is easily probably the worst evolutionary line. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely despise it. Absolutely despise it. It sucks. There's nothing redeemable about it. Pignite goes to D as well. I don't mind Tepig, though. And I think Emboar is fine. I think Emboar is a solid C. Like, and don't get it twisted. D is not, like, a complete failure of a Pokemon. They're just not great. Like, these are fine. These are fine. They're just the worst on this list. I don't think, like I said, I don't think any of these are F tier designs. When I think of F tier designs, I think of stuff like Bruxish, right? None of these are on that level. But I definitely think there are some weak ones. Oshawott, I'm actually a very big fan of. I'm gonna put that in B. Duat is actually solid. I really like Duat, and Samurott is also really cool. I like both forms of Samurott as well. I'm gonna put all those in B. But Gen 5 arguably has the weakest starters of, like, ever. They're just not good. Chespin is like a C. This is a D. I hate this thing. Chestnut is like a C. I like Chestnut. I think it's a fine Pokemon. I think it's cool. It's a mid design. I'm a big fan of Fennekin personally. Actually, I'm gonna put that B too. And I'm gonna do the same for Delphox. I really like Delphox. I'm a fan. Froakie is a B. Frogadier sucks. And then I'm just not a huge Greninja fan, so it's going into B for me. And I know that's gonna upset a lot of people. That is gonna upset so many people, but it is just to me. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me. Rowlet is an A. I'm gonna put it as I'm thinking. Yeah, I like Rowlet a lot. I'm a big fan of Rowlet. This is, like, not good, though. That thing sits down here. I also am just a really big fan of Hisuian Decidueye. I don't know what it is about it, but it's one of my favorites now. It's just so awesome. Such a big fan. So it's going to go up top for me. Decidueye goes in A tier. It's a great design. Litten is, like, boring. Torracat is better, but not dramatically better. Incineroar is an A tier design. I mean, I have my gripes with Incineroar. I wish it was a quadruped, but it's still a fantastic design. Popplio is, like, the worst of this gen, though. Like, I'm not even gonna fight it. I couldn't even tell you the name of this Pokemon if my life depended on it. I really can't. I don't know. Primarina, though, I think is a great design. That can go A. But, like, the first two stages, like, no one's picking Popplio in their right mind. The final stage is fine. Now, Grookey, B. I think Grookey is a solid B. Thwackey, not good. I don't like Thwackey. Rillaboom's fine. I actually really like Rillaboom. So I'm going to put it up there. I think Scorbunny is an A. Scorbunny's good. Raboot is not. Honestly, all of the middle evolutions for this generation suck. Cinderace is also an A, in my opinion. I like Cinderace. I'm a big fan of most of the starters in that generation. Sobble sucks, though. Like, I'm not going to put it in D. I don't think it's that bad. This is definitely a D, though. And Inteleon is like a C. Like, Inteleon, it sucks so bad. It is not a Pokemon that I'm a huge fan of at all. Now we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes. I feel like Gen 9 is like the pinnacle. I absolutely love the Gen 9 starters. Like, and I'm gonna probably catch a lot of heat for this. But I think they're some of the best starters we've ever had. I would argue that after, like, I think Gen 4 arguably is the best generation in terms of picking a starter because all of them are so cool. That's just a me thing. I like Gen 4 a lot. I would argue that Gen 1 has a similar thing where they're all really good and it's tough to pick. I could say a similar thing for Gen 3. Gen 3 has really great starters. It's tough to pick. I think that Gen 9 is like the toughest to pick in my opinion. I think all of them are so cool. I think all of them are just super unique, and the style of these Pokemon is so interesting that you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. They're all decent competitively as well, which gives them bonus points for me. So I think that it's really awesome. I'm definitely putting Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley all in A tier. I really like all these designs. Krokorok, I'm going out of order for these. This is like a C tier design. It's not great. But it improves so much. All right. What is this thing's name? Is it Floracat? I think it's Floracat or something like that. I don't remember. This is a great design though. Florigato, that's what it is. Florigato. Florigato is amazing. Like, it is such a good second stage that I'm actually going to put it in an S tier. It is such a good design. They could have stopped there and it would have been awesome. They just made it a little taller. It would have been amazing. I love Florigato. Quaxwell is like B. Like, it's nothing special. It's nothing special. Now, these three. So I think off the rip, this is gonna shock a lot of people. I think Quackable is a S tier all the way. S tier all the way because it is so unique. It fits the theme. It's going for a dancer. It's always dancing. It's such a cool Pokemon. It is my favorite starter of this generation. I just love this Pokemon. It's in my battle trainer card. When I battle online, it's just my favorite starter. It's so good. Can't get over it. Meowscarada, though, I had gripes with Meowscarada. I really did. I had gripes with Meowscarada. Because it wasn't a quadruped, much like Incineroar, but it is so good. Like, I'm just such a fan of this design. I have a thing for grass type starters. I'm noticing in my S tier list. But it's such a good design. I'm tempted to put it in S tier. I'm really tempted to put it in S tier. It's going in S tier. It's my list. I keep saying it. It's my list. It's my list, people. It's great. It's great. It looks awesome. It has a really cool signature move. It fits the theme that it's going for. It's just super awesome Pokemon. I don't want that. Super awesome Pokemon all around. Skeledirge. I mean, all of these are S in my opinion. All of them. They're so good. Look at them. Look at them. They all fit their theme so perfectly. They all feel like significant improvements over their starters. Their first evolutions. I just think they're all so freaking cool. I'm such a huge fan of these starters. Skeledirge is great as well. I would say in order, it goes Quackable, Skeledirge, Meowscarada. But they're all fantastic. Like, you literally can't go wrong picking any of these Pokemon. You can't. They're all so awesome. So, that is my list. I'm sure, let's just double check here. Like, I think Quackable, some people would put, like, way down in, like, C. Serperior actually I feel like is liked. I think this would definitely go higher on the list. Typhlosion I think would go higher. Swampert would probably be higher for a lot of other people, like the general consensus. I think Emboar is appropriate where it is. Chestnut probably the same. Greninja would definitely be higher on this list. I think way more people like Greninja. I think Incineroar might even slip into S tier based on many people's opinions. But you know, I think that as the gens went on, a lot of the designs got weaker, like especially if you look at like Gen 5. Gen 6 is pretty weak showing all around. And I'd even argue that most of the forms for Gens 7 and 8 are pretty mid. Like, you see a lot of them down here. But like the final evos are kind of dope for those. But that's just my thoughts. I definitely think some things would be shifted around if other people made this list for sure. But this is me, and I do have a thing for grass starters. I'm seeing, like, if you see Sceptile, Torterra, Rowlet, Hisuian Decidueye, Florigato, Meowscarada. There's definitely a trend there. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think this is a pretty solid list. This seems right. And the thing is, this kind of stuff changes just based on like what Pokemon you use when you're playing a game. Like for what, like a Pokemon that I never was that big a fan of was Talonflame until I started using it not only in competitive Pokemon but also Pokemon Unite. All of a sudden I just really like Talonflame. So these things change just based on your usage rate of a Pokemon, but this is where I'm at right now and it feels right. So if you enjoyed the video at any point, leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. There's a bunch of other tier list videos on the channel if you want to check them out. Also, check out the Discord, people over there hanging out playing Pokemon all the time. Hopefully, Pokemon Showdown gets back up in a relatively timely manner, and we can get back to doing some stuff on there as well as on the ladder in Scarlet and Violet. But until next time, peace.